Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law through this channel. I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using strategical compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMTLP and also MMAT. And we're going to be following on from the previous video, looking at your questions and also looking at the steps that you could take to get paid, following on from the previous video in terms of the bankruptcy. And we're also going to be looking at a legal update for MMTLP, so stay tuned for that. And then I'm going to be sharing with you 3 of 12 microcap stocks which have got huge potential. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first of all, here from Baha Finance, we can see here in terms of Europe, American markets were closed today because of their Thanksgiving, but Europe opened higher with regard to economic data and obviously in terms of inflation being in the limelight. So in terms of Asia, that opened mixed. I think there potentially may be changes to the tariffs in terms of China stocks, but let's have a look at from Reuters. It states here European stocks perk as the market slow for Thanksgiving. So another thing I'd like to share with you in terms of one of the dangers of trading on the market, and this is something that we shared in our Discord in the stock dip alert section. Stock by the title PGHL, also known as Premier Group Holdings Limited. This on the previous days of trading, it went down approximately 98%. So again, almost losing all the money held by any investors in a single day. So that's with regard to news potentially of NASDAQ delisting. So again, highlighting the dangers of only investing with the money that you are prepared to lose. So the other thing I'd like to do is give a shout out to Kristen Shaughnessy, who's posted with regards to the SEC, sharing an article here from Bloomberg, and it states here the SEC is approving or looking to approve the 23-hour stock exchange that Better Markets warned is bad for retail investors and financial markets. So this is something that is proposed to run for 23 hours a day, 5 days a week. And I think if we have a look at from the retail investors' point of view, one of the reasons why this would be bad is because obviously trading during the overnight session will be limited with regard to fewer buyers and fewer sellers. Prices are likely to be a lot more volatile and a lot more favorable during the normal hours. So again, investors will also potentially not be able to sell out of trades where the prices are either not good, or also buy when the prices are more favorable. So not a positive move here. So I'd like to start by first of all sharing with you 3 of 12 microcap stocks with long-term potential and also stocks to add to your watch list. The full list was shared in the Discord, so I'm going to be sharing with you brief details of the first 3. The first one is ticker symbol HITI, also known as High Tide. So this is a company with a market cap of approximately $299 million Canadian, and over the previous 12 months it is up a very impressive 101%, currently trading at $2.86. So let's have a look at the details of the company. If we can see here in terms of the overall profile, this is a company that engages in cannabis in Canada, and it's operating through retail and wholesale segments. It also operates licensed retail cannabis stores and provides data analyst services, trading on the NASDAQ and founded in 2009. So the other thing which I think is quite impressive, if we have a look at the analyst recommendations from September, October and November, none of them are stating this as a hold, underperform or sell. So all the ratings are for a buy or a strong buy. Revenue and earnings, we can see here huge potential, and I think what is very interesting here in terms of the analyst price target, huge potential here in terms of an upside from a current $2.86 to an average of $4.50. So that's ticker symbol HITI. So let's move on to the next one. This is ticker symbol BKTI, also known as BK Technologies Corporation. Again, the second stock that was shared in the Discord, and this is up a much more impressive 162.92% over the previous 12 months. closing at $33.47 with a market cap here of $118 million. So let's have a look at the details of the profile of the company. Again, we can see here this is a company that is engaging in design, manufacture and markets wireless communication products in the United States and also internationally. So the company offers two-way land mobile radios and also handheld or portable installed in vehicle mobile. So that's the company that was initially established in 1997, trading on the NYSE. So if we have a look at the other impressive returns for in terms of overall for BKTI, the year-to-date return currently is 173.67%. Which is way above the S&P 500. The 1 year return 157%, compared to the S&P 500's 31%. 3 year return 206%, and 5 year return 152%. So this certainly seems to be accelerating right now. And the final one I'm going to share with you is ticker symbol CXDO, also known as Crescendo Incorporated, number 3 on the list, and this is up over 60% of the previous 12 months, closing at $5.26 with a market cap of $140.41 million. So let's have a look at the company. So this is a company that provides cloud communication platform and services, video collaboration and managed IT services for businesses in the US internationally, and it operates in two segments. First of all, cloud telecommunications and also software solution, established in 1998 and also trading on the NASDAQ. And again, let's have a look at the figures. So again, in terms of analyst recommendations, all analysts identify this as a strong buy or a buy. The analyst price target is very impressive, based on upside potential from the current $5.26 to an average of $7.41 and also a high of $8. If we look at the earnings per share, always in the last previous sessions, it's been a significant beat, and revenue also seems to be doing exceptionally well. So ticker symbol CXDO. So if you would like to get the full list of all 12 microcap stocks with huge potential for the long term especially, again, details will be shared in the Discord. What now I'd like to do is follow on from the previous video, so go ahead and check that out, where we looked at MMTLP and MMAT settlement and getting paid. So there were a number of questions, so we're going to try to address those, and we're also going to try and clarify some of the key issues there. But in terms of a quick recap, the reason why we looked at this was with regard to George's post, where he stated here in terms of, first of all, there were no secured creditors in MMAT, and any creditors are basically insignificant compared to the potential size of the claim. So in his opinion, he's basically saying the flow should be all the way to every single shareholder, maybe for the first time in history, and set a precedent. So George is urging everyone to submit the expression of interest forms before the deadline, which is next month. I believe that it should be a proof of interest form, so clarification from George's point of view there. So first of all, first question I'm going to give a shout out here is to KBAM68, who stated, hi Ali, I found the NVB 3001 form online. What is the case number? And obviously I'm going to share with you now details of the case number if anybody needs it, and highlighted there in just in yellow is case number 24-50792-HLB. So again, you can also pause the video there to have a look at that. And the next question I'm going to share here is from Frank, and he states here, can Trading 212 issue this form, or what and who do we supply it to? Where do we get the expression of interest form? So I'm going to share details of that now. So first of all, if we have a look at a response from one of the brokers, this broker I believe is Hargreaves, and it will be a similar response also from Trading 212 and other brokers. So this was shared online, and it's basically saying we haven't provided you with any information, as that is not a process. The process isn't for investors to send over their information. So in other words, your brokers will not fight this for you. You have to go ahead and do this yourself. So I think that will be applicable to all of the brokers. And the next question from Byron Warrington, who stated here, you need to do a proof of interest, not an expression of interest. I have contact information, hit me back and I will provide. He's also stated here, here's a template for a proof of interest that you can adapt to your situation, and this assumes the filing is in the context of a bankruptcy case in a court through a trustee. So go ahead and check out the previous comments from the previous video where Byron has stated a template that you can go and use, and he's also stated here if you message him on the previous comments he should reply. However, what I'd like to share with you here is a copy of this proof of interest, so I'm going to add a link in the description below also for you to download a copy of this. But basically this is a proof of interest, United States Bankruptcy Court for the District of Nevada, and in the previous video I also shared with you a screenshot of how to fill this in, so again go ahead and check that out as well. I finally like to finish off by giving a shout out here to Ocelot, who's provided with an update in terms of the MMTLP and the intercoastal waterways versus trade station. I finally like to finish off by giving a legal update for MMTLP. So what Ocelot has posted here is that intercoastal waterways is appealing the decision in intercoastal waterways versus trade station to the 11th district circuit. So this is news just being shared before the Thanksgiving Day. And finally, I'd like to finish off by giving a quick shout out to our previous week's weekly watch list, where we made a number of calls that were successful, including SMCI that was up over 65% on the previous week, AZI up over 52% Monday to Tuesday, BE was up 21% on the week, and also LUNL, another stock that has been featured a number of occasions on the channel, up close to 24%. If you would like to get a copy of our daily stock alerts as well as a copy of our weekly watch list shared prior to trading on the Monday, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.